If you're a Falcons fan, this will be an offseason that you remember forever. It seems like everything, if you had a checklist at the beginning of the season, they've checked every single box outside of maybe cornerback, but they improved the secondary with Simmons. They got their star passer in Matthew Judon. They even drafted their quarterback of the future, which we didn't even ask for. But when you check all the other boxes, that's kind of a luxury that you have. They got Kirk Cousins. They fired Arthur Smith. They got Raheem Morris. And now they've extended A.J. Terrell, who signs a 4-year, $81 million contract. Now, there'll be people who question whether A.J. Terrell deserves that because it's the second most AAV in the league, but it's a 4-year deal. To me, you're just, I mean, what are we going to do? Pinch pennies on A.J. Terrell? Like, these are how the NFL contract works. The best player doesn't always get paid the most. You wrote about it. It's the perfect example with the quarterback market. You see guys getting $60 million that are fringe tip top 10 guys, but they're franchise quarterbacks, and Patrick Mahomes is getting paid $50 million. And that's just the nature of the market. That's just how this goes in the NFL at every single position. Whether you're the third best guard or the best guard, when it's your turn to come, you're going to reset the market. And then in 5 years, it's going to look like a good deal because A.J. Terrell is going to be 15th on this list. So the money, the extra $1 million, that's more for agents, right? That's really where agents can say, oh, I got him the second highest paid thing, or I got him the highest paid thing. At the end of the day, the figure is going to look a lot better in a few years when he's in the middle of this contract, because there's going to be a lot of other corners that come after him that get bigger deals.
Yeah, agree 100%. Circumstances matter. He's not the second best cornerback in the league. And if you have a Falcons fan telling you, he got paid appropriately, they're just blowing smoke, because if you wanted to do it on a per, results driven market value, I mean, the best corners in the league are severely underpaid, and that's why this deal is going to look incredibly well. The only issue I actually have with this deal is that it was 4 years and not 5 years, because like Sauce Gardner and Pat Surtain are coming up. They're going to be the next ones, and they're going to make this look like chump change. They're going to be approaching $25 million per year, while A.J. Terrell is around $21-22 million per year. And so what Chase is talking about is Patrick Mahomes signed that $45 million per year deal years ago. Now you got Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, none of whom are on Patrick Mahomes' level, earning $10 million per year more. So it's just an exponential growth where you got Sauce Gardner and Pat Surtain in a couple of years, or maybe next offseason, I think. They're going to get outrageous deals. If you have, and then after them, obviously, more guys, it's just going to continue. It's just a wheel, and it continues to roll. It would just be nice to have him locked up for longer than just 4 years at that price, because he's going to get another contract, a third contract, if he stays healthy. That's going to pay him handsomely as well. So that's the only issue I had with it. I wish it was 5 years instead of 4 years. That is probably Terrell and his agent trying to cash in again, not the Falcons being scared or not having money. If you learn anything, the Falcons will pay anyone and everyone. Guarantees. It does not matter. Arthur Blank is more than willing to put his money where his mouth is for all his faults. Nobody can call that man cheap. No way in hell that we pay our players, even sometimes when they maybe not deserve it. I'm super, super excited for A.J. Terrell. Very deserving. And I'm excited for the future of this defense locked up. One more thing I wanted to say, that a lot of people who are against the contract, saying A.J. Terrell is not worth it, just like quarterbacks and wide receivers, like cornerbacks are very dependent, especially on the scheme, about the other pieces around him. A.J. Terrell, if he's healthy, is going to look better than ever in this defense, better than ever, better than that all-pro year, better than ever, because this is the best defense, best pass rush, best safety tandem, Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates behind him, that he's ever had. So he is going to look better than ever.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say before you said it yourself. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing here. I think A.J. Terrell, yes, he might not be regarded as a top corner, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is regarded as a top corner, because you finally have some help around him, especially on the pass rush. I mean, the fact is he was having to guard everyone. Now, there might not be a person that throws A.J. Terrell's way with what they have on the other side of the field, because he might not get a target. He might just be out there getting some cardio, because you have Justin Simmons or whoever it is, Jesse Bates on your side and A.J. Terrell, and then you look the other side and it's
Mike Hughes.
Yeah, it's like, which side am I going to
that way?
Yeah. So I don't know if he's going to be targeted much. Hopefully he stays healthy, but yeah, I think that's definitely a huge part of this. Having a pass rush, having a defense around him, having a good defensive coordinator, which we hope Jimmy Lake is going to be. This could be him going back to that all-pro status that we saw a few years ago. And maybe we are talking about this as a steal, especially if he does it back-to-back years. He's all-pro, and you're like, oh, dude, you're playing an all-pro $20 million. Very possible.
All-pro, and then Sauce Gardner, Pat Surtain get $24-25 million per year. And you're like, oh.
Yeah. And you're like, now he's the 10th best, he's got first team all-pro honors under his belt, and he's the 10th highest paid cornerback. Right. And that's definitely possible. I mean, at least that's the hope, right? Because with this defense that we have around him, this could be the best years.
And who's saying he's done developing?
I mean, what is he, 25 years old? I mean, yeah. So, there's a lot of good stuff to like. This is good news. This is what I consider the
cherry on top.
The cherry on top, the last checklist that we all expected to happen. And it happened. And I don't know if you're a Falcons fan, just an unbelievable offseason, really, from top to bottom.